There's my tent that I can't use. Because Antifa. Because woke. We just got let out of prison by a ghost, and we're off to go figure out what's happening. I'm pretty darn sure that we get a chance to, there's no reason for me to set all of our equipment and material right now because I think we get a chance to do it. And if that turns out to be wrong, well, then we might be in trouble. I have 4 Phoenix Downs, 1 high potion, 3 regular potions, 9 ethers. These must be antidotes? No, because you wouldn't be poisoned on the field. These might be hypers. I don't know why I have so many. Or tranquilizers, they might be. Oh my god, he's dead! We'll count this as a win. It's Sephiroth's sword, which he just left here for some reason. And then Palmer! Oh, this stupid little Eggman. Catch him! Oh god, we're such benevolent terrorists. Like, why don't we kill this asshole? You saw Sephiroth? Yes. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Who the hell? Former soldier first class. Clurd. Okay. We're not even going to have like an election or anything. This is a monarchical power company. Are you at least on the board or something? Do you even know what they do here? Get out of here. You and Skippy gotta go. Huh? Just trust me, Bert. Suddenly I'm very invested in what's going on. I know I've been kind of distant about all this future of the planet stuff, but I'm warming up to it. Clurd. I just remembered something. We left him up there, and we don't really have a plan. Also, we can't have more than 3 people in our party, so we need an excuse for someone to stay behind. It's brilliant. You do it. God. Remove it. I hope. Oh, no, I think that was leave it as is. Oh, well, that's okay. I can take it off. Arrange it. Nope. How do we get the equipment off of... Oh, does the Japanese version not have an exchange in the menu? That's interesting. I can't access the materia that's on people who aren't in my... Oh, Japan, you've done it again. You've bamboozled me. God. Oh, okay. Well, this sucks. This is gonna get interesting. What do we even have here? I think that's ice, maybe? One of these is fire. This is probably fire, and this is ice. Oh. Okay. One of these is elemental, one of it's all. I mean, I can get into a fight and figure that out. Oh my god, what a mess. Like, I knew I couldn't get their equipment off of them, but I thought their materia I could just grab from the exchange menu. Oh my god. Guess we're just gonna, just eat shit on this fight that's coming up. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do to prep for this. I can get into some fights and get limit breaks. I don't have restore materia right now, which sucks. I have 2 grenades. I'm gonna see what we're walking into. What is this guy called? Heligunner. That's the second form of it. I knew that. It's got 1,000 hit points. It is weak against wind, and it's weak against bolt. Bolt, of course, being on Clurd, so I can't use it. It is susceptible to slow. It's immune to slow. Okay. That was sort of helpful. I know how many hit points we're dealing with. Gives us something to work toward. 3 potions, 1 high potion. I really have no way to heal. I need to get some limit breaks queued up. And hopefully not lose more points during the course of these battles than I make up. Bert, you should be in the back row. Little wiggly guys. They have a weird name, too. Their name's like Chad or something like that. It's not that, but... Man, we're gonna be in a bad way over here. Can I ask the question again, Tifa? Please! Give me my materia. Oh, this ain't good. This is not a good situation. Oh, I should figure out what I can steal from these guys. If it's something useful, if it's potions or something. Unless I don't have my steal materia, which I don't think I do. Ah! Oh, we do have bio. That wasn't fire, it's bio. Okay. Which is not gonna help me. It's not an organic enemy. Okay, what is this item? There's gotta be something around here that gives us potions. Let's see. Let's consult our resource here. Where are you? Where are you? The purple flaily guy, they're named Vargid Police. Well, that's not ideal. Okay, these guys, they drop deadly waste, which is useless. I'm pretty sure in every way, shape, and form. Oh my god. Am I gonna die here? Dropped no items. This is an absurd situation. And as far as I know, it's the only possible place in the game where that you could get stuck like this. There's just no way to replenish your items. And normally it doesn't pincher you in like that. It's really just, it's just not here. Feeling bad about all those battles I skipped earlier in the game too. I was like, oh, I don't need to level up. There's nowhere to save here. Like, this isn't safe. And suddenly my encounter rate is 0. It's just like, nope, you don't need random encounters. Oh, and you have fire. I don't know what's going on. It's like I don't even speak the language. And you know what? This game doesn't even have the quality of life feature where you get all your HP back when you level up. So it's like, I have tents. I could use a tent on that save point that I can't get to because Tifa's standing in the way. Like, what is this situation? God. Go into the battle with 0 restorative items, basically no magic, 2 grenades, and no limits. I will die. I will not beat that battle. Who knew? It all came down to a simple menu choice. Any choices other than the sequence of choices that I just made would have probably saved us in this scenario. I don't know why I'm trying to apply any strategy whatsoever to this. This is going to be a massacre. Could I cheese? Is there a way I could cheese this battle by opening the disc cover? It's not undead. I can't use a Phoenix down on it and kill it. I got nothing. Okay. For all your gun arm, baby. Okay, 61 damage. Great. There's nothing I can do to change the trajectory of how this is going to go out. Cat Dog can't do anything. And then I have this item, which is Yamabiko and Maku. I don't know. That's what it's translating to. A Yamabiku is a spirit yokai god known in Japanese folklore. Blah, 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 blah. A small, elusive creature that is shaped something like a monkey crossed with a dog. They are said to be responsible for carrying mountain echoes. Is this a echo screen? Cat Dog, just chillax, I guess. Try to get a limit. Bird attack. You do that. I have made every wrong decision so far. It's getting more hurt, but it's not gonna be enough. It's not enough. What's happening? What's going on? I can't deal with this right now. What a bash. I absolutely cannot deal with whatever you're saying right now. I'm gonna die. What is that? Don't do that. That's awful. It's already happening. The short version here is I haven't saved at all this entire playthrough. So it's basically a hardcore situation right now, and I'm going to die. You need to attack. You need to not do whatever you're doing. Bert might survive, but use a Phoenix down. Who do we prioritize here? I could die somewhat proud if we at least take out the first form of this thing. One more heavy hit from this guy, and it's I guess I should go ahead and start lobbing grenades at it. Yay, we got through the first version. Hooray! Alright, yay, I feel less horrible now, I guess. Oh no. Watch it just wipe us out. One shot. God, it's doing it so slow. It knows I f***ed up. Boom, she's down. Cat Dog still can't reach. Farewell, Bert. I can do nothing. I can defend. So I was saying, right when I got started with this,
I have no doubts that I'll be able to play the game and succeed and win.
haha! Nice. Oh hell. I think square removes their materia, and then I think triangle takes me to the menu. So I think I need to do square first. Yeah, look at all that. The steal ability in this game is the ratio of effort to reward is kind of off. I wish I knew which one of these was bolt. I just don't want to wind up accidentally only giving him bio. Well, let's use our powers of deduction here. The thing with the most AP on it is probably Bolt, because I've had Bolt since the beginning of the game. Although, Cat Dog comes with a fire. It doesn't need to be Bolt. What am I? Rufus isn't an elemental monster. It doesn't matter. I just like using Bolt because, I don't know, I'm autistic. Shrug. There's a lot of shrugging in this game. Hello, Ivysaur. I'm about to fight Rufus. Klurd here is just sort of being a bully. He's just, I mean, Rufus hasn't done anything other than being a trust fund baby. Rufus Shinra did nothing wrong. You know what? I won't kill his dog. Do you think this is like his personal pet, or is this just like a work thing? Watch me just get like totally worked over by Rufus Shinra. Oh, it's fire, not bolt. I have high potions, right? You never see this dog again. He doesn't feature at any point later. Strictly speaking, I probably should kill the dog. He is kind of dealing a lot of damage to me. What do you mean you're confused by this series of events? Isn't it obvious what's going on? It's because I have this set to active. I need to remember to change that, because I am just going to continue to get my butt blasted by basically everything. Aha! If you've been confused by the series of events so far, actually the helicopter physics of this game are astounding. Of course. That was terrifying. And I love my weird follower notification. Thank you for triggering that. It's Ken! That was a treat. I haven't seen Ken in a minute. But thank you for following. What, this thing? So, it's established at this point that monsters in this... no, it's not established at this point, so spoiler. But monsters in this world seem to be the direct result of experiments that Shinra is running. Most of which seem to involve this guy named Hojo putting different things into vats of goo and seeing what comes out. So just like, I don't know, he throws like bugs and batteries, just like stuff that he found, like cool rocks, throws them into goo, and they come out as monsters because planet magic energy. Yeah, experiments in goo. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles recipe. Let's all just take this in. This is one of my favorite moments. I appreciate in this game that there's only a certain number of 3D sprites that can be rendered on the screen at a given time. You see like the limitations. And the game has a bunch of creative workarounds for that. You're never going to see more than like a handful of characters on the screen at once. The dialogue in this moment does a good job of sort of representing the fact that the building is supposed to be like swarmed with cops. I guess that's what I'm getting at. This game does an incredibly good job of telling without showing. Things happen off screen or out of sight, yet them still feeling real. And still, example, we are like 6 hours into the gameplay on this, and we have not seen Sephiroth yet, and he's the villain. We're kind of playing this with limited context. We just get to sort of fill in the blank, as if the dialogue really did a very good job of explaining what the hell is going on to begin with. This moment here where the volume goes down, we get to take in whatever the hell this is. Where's Klurd? Oh, don't worry. You know, there needs to be a Mythbusters for this, like whether or not Cloud and the pickup truck could make that that jump. I love how his hair gets bigger for this sequence for some reason. Wah, 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 wah. Goose. Yeah, there's a lot of context that could be given for the quality of these graphics. First of all, I don't know what the hell you're on about. The graphics in this game are incredible. I don't speak Japanese, so this has been a fascinating endeavor. If you happen to read it, I have no excuse here. I should be good at this. This has nothing to do with language, but here I am, totally whiffing it. No, I've played this game 1,000 times, so I have that going for me, but it's surprisingly difficult not being able to read anything. There's this sort of emergent challenge that's coming from it, because although I know kind of sort of what to do. Ah! That was terrifying. That's my really terrifying follower notification. Thank you for following. That's my friend Ken. He pops up and, oh my god, I am doing terribly here. I have no excuse for this. In fairness, Ken was in my way for a minute. It's also interesting, yeah, thank you. I've never played the Japanese version of this, and there are some little subtle differences, which is also interesting. A lot of, like, quality of life stuff. Well, you know, he's making use of his... You know, you're absolutely right. Now that you say that, Bert 100% should be the guy doing this. The guy with the gun for a hand, Klurd being Klurd. This entire game, and actually, it's a genuine plot point that Klurd is just aura farming the entire time. And it actually causes a lot of problems for a lot of people. I don't know what this thing is. I assume there was, when I was a kid, there was an RC car that had 6 wheels, kind of like this, and its whole shtick was that, like, oh, if it flips upside down, it can still drive. And, you know, there were, like, edgy Crossfire-esque commercials about how cool it was. So I assume Hojo put one of those, and I don't know what's going on up top. But you put that in a vat of green goo, and this thing comes out. Now I have to fight it. I also don't know when I've successfully stolen and when I haven't. That's good. What is this? Why? Why would you do that? Am I out of high potions? All right, it's fine. It's okay. Oh, yeah, I mean, this thing is mechanical. This might be like some sort of security device of some kind. Like, there are manufactured things. This may not be a green goo monster. This might just be like a regular cop. But it's certainly a symptom of a bloated police budget. I feel like I saw at least one of these on the streets in Philadelphia during the BLM protests. Speaking of Antifa. Yeah, fighting it with a sword. And magic. And a gun. Antifa, to her credit, is just punching it. There's a long sequence of battles. A long sequence of battles with absolutely nowhere to shop or save. It's not a particularly difficult game, I say as I get my ass kicked by this thing. But I am playing on as close to what could be considered a hard mode as possible. Ah, yes, the end of the highway. I want to know what Shinra's, like, expansion plans are. Like, where are they intending for this road to go? Well, we did it. We're all together again. Again, to recap, to get us back to where we are in the story, we're part of an eco-terrorism group called Avalanche. We did some terrorism. The ethics were a little gray. Then Shinra blew up an entire sector of their large city here, Midgar, with the intent of then blaming it on Avalanche, which they did presumably successfully. In the process, Skippy, and all we know about Skippy is that she has some sort of special blood a descendant of the ancients. She is the last known descendant of the ancients. Hojo, green goo guy, decides that after having Shinra abduct Skippy, and we decide to go after her because we're like kind of bros with Skippy and we're looking out for one another, right? So we go after Skippy and discover that Hojo is going to, for some reason, forcibly mate her with a dog. He thinks that science is going to come out of that. And so we decide to take the dog, that's Cat Dog down there, the orange one. We do all the stuff you just saw, and now here we are. And we're at a little bit of a crossroads in our lives. But we are leaving Midgar. At this point in the game, we have spent the entire game in Midgar. This game is really, really good at... It has a good reveal. It has a really, really good sort of slow burn. I don't know. I don't know what you're asking me, Antifa. There's a lot of ellipses there. I think I probably offended her. Claire's not a very good listener. Anyway, the game does a really good job of this sort of slow burn. I don't know, Bert. She's mad. She's not impressed. Sorry. The next screen on this is like this was a shocking moment. And then Bert's doing this. Is he pretending to punch the air? Like, I don't know what that move is. Anyway, what he's declaring right now, we need a leader for our adventure. Obviously, only I could be the leader. Antifa and Skippy politely inform him that no, we need to have Claire do this because Claire's the only one here who has any goddamn sense about him. Which is deeply ironic because he's the most mentally ill of all of them. But he is a 5'11" white man, so... Well, we can't have 5 people just strolling out in the wilderness. That would be too suspicious. So, logically, we have to break up into groups of 3 and 2. What's happening with my hair? Who am I taking with me on this adventure? I typically do Skippy and Cat Dog. Those are my go-tos. We are not going to be beholden to any particularly meaningful dialogue instances because we can't read anything. I really like Skippy's limit breaks, though. Antifa... They make fun of you if you just take the 2 hot girls with you. I could take Bert. I don't usually take Bert. This will give Antifa and Cat Dog some time to get to know each other. All right, bye. I don't know how to explain to you what a big deal this was in 1997, but it's a big deal.